Satu perbincangan mengenai ekstremisme, keganasan dan Islam diadakan di Institut Pengajian Lanjutan Islam Antarabangsa hari ini. Dan untuk laporan lanjut, kita bersama wartawan Su Lin. Silakan Su Lin.
Terima kasih rakan tugas di studio saya kini berada di International Institute of Advanced Islamic Studies IAIS untuk perbincangan meja bulat mengenai ekstremisme, terorisme dan juga Islam. Dan pastinya pelbagai perkara telah dibincangkan dalam sesi sidang meja bulat ini untuk memahami dengan lebih lanjut mengenai isu berkenaan. Dan untuk mengulas dengan lebih lanjut bersama sekarang adalah pengasas dan juga CEO IAIS iaitu Profesor Dr. Muhammad Hashim Kamali. Thank you, Prof, for spending your time with us. Maybe the topic today was extremism, terrorism and also Islam. Maybe what is a take-back message that we can bring home today in regards of what's happening in the context of global and also on extremism today that's going on?
We are reaching a point of total breakdown in communication and understanding between the two civilizations, Islam and the West. Terrorism is on the rise. It pains the Muslim world, and the Muslim world is the principal victim of violence. And we want this to be eliminated, but we want to generate the correct understanding. There are explanations, and yet no one is really showing a genuine willingness to look at the causes. Why is there so much misunderstanding? Unless you really open yourself to understand the issues. Why would sane people do things as you see in Iraq, in Afghanistan, and elsewhere? There must be some reasons for that. I mean, the global injustice that we are seeing, and you saw one of the presenters in a sequence of images we were shown what's happened in Iraq, in Abu Ghraib, in Syria, in Afghanistan, in Palestine, maiming and killing of children and drones and attacks. Those are the reasons that we are seeing the results of those injustices.
But Prof, how can we promote more of moderation? Speaking of what you've said just now, how can we see more of moderation being instilled in the global community, especially, and also young people nowadays on social media and such? How can we see more of that?
Well, it is to look at the sources of Islam. Islam stands for good advice, for peace, for good relations, for balance and justice, for wasatiyah. These are the lessons that we get from the sources of Islam. But how do you make those people to understand and make it a part of their day-to-day conduct? They want more explanations, and I think that has to be generated through dialogue, through coming together and generate the kind of understanding that I think we managed to do today. We had 4 presenters, and I looked at the text and sources of Islam. Dr. Chandra Muzaffar at the political scenario, and others at the divides, why we are unable to convey our messages. This is the problem.
Thank you so much, Prof, for spending your time with us. Itu tadi adalah Profesor Dr. Muhammad Hashim Kamali, itu pengasas dan juga Ketua Pegawai Eksekutif International Institute of Advanced Islamic Studies IAIS. Dan nampaknya sekian dalam laporan buat masa ini, kembali bersama rakan tugas di studio.